My name is Lawson White. I've been a professional chimney sweep for 20 years and I work with chimney sweep trade associations and other groups within the solid fuel industry. I'm here to introduce you to a very important campaign, particularly for professional chimney sweeps. It's called the Burn Right campaign. Over the last year or so, you may well have come across media reports concerning domestic combustion and air pollution issues concerning wood burning, stoves and air quality. A lot of this information has not been consistent and some of it is quite headline grabbing. But there is a problem in the UK with air pollution and it affects us all, no matter where we live. Up to 40,000 early deaths per year are attributed to poor air quality. The tiny pollution particles can pass straight through our lungs into our bloodstream and it's really bad for us. The government is just about to publish its Clean Air Strategy. So emissions from domestic burning will be in the spotlight. If we don't get the problem under control, there could be serious consequences for your chimney sweeping business and the wider solid fuel industry. This pollution comes from a variety of sources, so things like vehicle exhaust, construction, agriculture, heating boilers, the physical dust generated by road traffic, and domestic combustion. Obviously, we are concerned with domestic burning, and in order to understand how to solve the problem, we need to know what causes it. Now, many in the industry will already understand the issues and will advise their customers accordingly, but there are many who don't have the whole picture. We'll talk about burning wood in stoves, as that's now by far the most common way to use wood as fuel, and usually the potential source of any problem. So the most important factor regarding burning wood and air pollution is the temperature at which the wood is burned. It's worth repeating. If the wood is not burned at high enough temperature, it can have a serious impact on air quality. So it's the burning temperature that determines either a good result or a bit of a disaster in terms of what comes out the top of the chimney. There can be other issues associated with low temperature burning and we will cover those shortly. There are four basic factors which affect the temperature and efficiency of the burning wood. The potential efficiency of the stove, the efficiency of the chimney, the moisture content of the wood, and the way the user controls or operates the stove. As professional chimney sweeps, we all know that the most important factor is the way that the user controls or operates the stove. You can have a great stove and chimney, a really nice dry wood, but if the air controls are shut down too much, the burning temperature drops and a great deal of unnecessary air pollution is created. And it's exactly this problem that the Burn Right campaign seeks to address. There are a number of industry bodies who are concentrating solely on wet wood as the main problem. However, if too much focus is placed on wet wood, the much bigger problem of stove control will be missed and air quality will remain a problem. Wet wood can be an issue, of course, but consumers generally don't get a good experience burning wet wood and are easily guided towards good dealers and good storage habits. So why is the temperature so important? Again, many sweeps will understand this, but it's important to have a complete picture. When burning any piece of wood, we need to know what's happening inside the stove. Most of the fuel, the heat energy in any piece of wood, is in the form of volatile hydrocarbons, so that's things like tars and resins and creosote, and these need to be vaporized or turned into a gas in order to burn. When we see flames coming off wood, it's these gases that are burning. If the burning temperature is too low, these gases are still given off, but now they escape to the chimney where they either solidify into the creosote that we try to remove, or most of it actually passes straight out the top as unnecessary air pollutants. There are probably over 1 million stoves in the UK which are capable of being shut down too much. Most consumers are unaware of the problem and don't think they're part of it. Even if they are aware, they usually don't know how to get it right. Some sweeps have produced good information for their customers on burning habits, but there's never been a source of good professional consumer information. Until now. Burn Right puts it all in one place in a way that is easy for consumers to understand and, more importantly, easy for you to use. On the website, consumers will find information on what to burn and how to burn it, how to save money, and how to reduce pollution. There are video guides to help explain it all, because we've found that if the customer understands the cause of the problem, they are much more likely to get it right. The issue is an industry-wide problem, and Burnright offers an industry-wide solution. The website is deliberately impartial to encourage as many sweeps as possible to use it. No organisations or companies are credited, and there is nothing for sale, only perhaps your professionalism for having sent your customer there in the first place. Only chimney sweeps can do this job. After all, we visit the property each year, we know the appliance, we know the chimney, we know the fuel, and we know the customer burning habits. We can look at what comes down the chimney and advise accordingly. This is a problem that can only be dealt with one customer at a time. So why do you need to be involved? Well, there are some real benefits for you and your customer. If your customer is burning right, they will save money on fuel. It's burning more efficiently. They'll have a cleaner, safer chimney, less chance of a chimney fire, less chance of a blockage. The stove and the chimney will last longer, and they will create significantly less air pollution. The benefits to you and your business are considerable. You will look more professional, you'll increase your repeat business, and you'll increase your referral business. The chimney will be easier to clean next year. There'll be less waste to dispose of. Good consumer information adds value to your service. Maybe you can charge a little more. There will be better air quality near where you live. Remember, if you're not getting this information to your customers, then no one else is. You can make a big difference, and we could avoid possible issues with regulation, etc. So what to do and how to do it? We realised that good consumer information is only half the battle, so there are a number of steps and tools that we put in place to make it easy for you to get this information to your customer. On the website, you'll see the Trade Information tab. This is password protected to keep it separate from the consumer information. The password is Burnright. Here you'll find things like the We All Breathe the Same Air digital document. This is the original document produced in association with DEFRA last year. It contains all the information that we've been discussing, but in a single document. It has since been produced as a printed document specifically to give to your customers who don't use the internet. There'll be a link to how to get hold of a very simple, plain A5 flyer that you can leave behind with any customer, really just pointing them towards the Burnright information. There's a press release template to download. You can insert your business details and your name and send it out to any newspapers, magazines, anything you like. There's a little press release guide to help you do just that. We also have this card sheet. There's 10 per page. Hand that to your customer and it directs them towards the information on the Burnright website. You can also download the Wood as Fuel document, which explains the combustion of wood in a bit more detail to help you give a better understanding. There are government statements and press articles to give more background and understanding also. You can find the Burnright logos in various formats, and you can use these as you wish. You could link to any part of the site from your own. There's a Facebook page and Twitter also, so you may find posts there that you could use to share onto your own social media. Later this year, there will be a parliamentary consultation period on the policies outlined in the government's air quality strategy. This will be an opportunity for us to input our ideas and thoughts to our MPs. So we'll produce a template letter for you that you can fill in your own details and forward on to your local MP. Basically, if we don't do anything, the government is likely to make changes with or without us, and that may not be to our benefit. The Burnright campaign is ongoing and it will expand and evolve over time. If you have any other suggestions, please do get in touch. We'll be very happy to consider them. To sum it all up, Burnright is a national campaign to promote consumer information to change burning habits and improve air quality for us all. As professional chimney sweeps, it's up to us to make it happen and get it right.